Hey guys, welcome back to Cody Tarot. I'm your tarot reader, Cody. In today's Pick a Crystal, if you were drawn to this blue Apatite, this will be your reading for today. So we will put this up here for now. Let's get into it. I want to start with some tarot cards just to see what this message is about today. I don't know what this message is going to be about. I just know that there is a message that needs to be said to you guys. I don't know what the context of this message is yet. You will know in the title of the reading. I'm pretty sure I'm going to title the reading with the context of this message. But let's see what we get here. I'm going to pull 3 cards to start. Okay, got a lot of swords energy here. Let's see what's going on. We got some swords energy. There's inevitability of meeting a person that's going to ease some anxiety about some situation. I really think there's a feeling of some person coming in that has some specific advice for you guys that's going to clear things up. Or that's at least what this energy feels like. For a lot of you, I think this person is someone who's stable, who may or may not be older, or is someone who is a professional of some kind, someone in a managerial position, someone who is a professional of some kind. This is someone who may or may not be famous, or might have some kind of following of some kind, or might be giving you advice when it comes to your fame or success. So this is getting some kind of advisor when it comes to fame or success. I think this is a person high up in authority. If a lot of you are focusing on a project that you want success from, that you want fame from, that you want acknowledgement from, this person coming in is going to give you invaluable advice. I'm also seeing a possible partnership with the Two of Swords reversed, or if it's not a partnership, it's an inevitability of contact. This means that this person is inevitably going to have an impact on your situation. This is not the type of person who's going to come in, say some piece of advice, and you're going to go, oh, I could take it or leave it. I could either do it or not do it. It's not like a sextile connection in astrology where it's like, it's an opportunity that has to be seized. It's more of like something that's going to happen. It's something that's like a fated event in your life. It's something your soul kind of signed up for. I'm seeing that internally you guys have a lot of anxiety going on, a lot of nightmares. With 9 of Swords, it's less physicality of sleepless nights and it's more internal aspects of sleepless nights. It's like not being able to rest in your own consciousness. But yeah, I see this person coming in with the King of Swords here who's going to clear out it's like night and day. It's like your consciousness is in this night phase. Whatever this project is, whatever this thing is, I feel like a lot of you are worried at this current point that you're not going to be successful at this project. You're not going to be famous when it comes to this project. You're not going to be rewarded or recognized. You may have had a bad luck of it. Let's look at this real quick. We have North Node here. One thing I want to tell you guys is this is your destiny to be famous and recognized for this specific skill. For those of you who picked this blue Apatite, you are going through something right now where you're trying to develop a specific skill, or at least something mental with all the swords energy here, at least something that is some kind of problem solving ability, something in education. You're learning something right now. And with 6 of Wands here, you are going to get really good at it. It is in your destiny. Let's see what else we have here. We have 6 of Swords here. I'm hearing that you guys might actually feel like, oh, Venus was popping up there. I'm going to take Venus. You might actually feel like you're going backwards. I feel like you guys feel like you're going backwards. I feel like you guys are at this point where it's like, do I need to see a therapist? But here's the truth. I feel like you guys are currently, like, you are your own therapist right now. Like, you are the one helping yourself out right now. Like, you're the one that's doing the work, you know? You've been back and forth on if you should see a therapist for a long time. I'm honestly feeling that for you guys. Like, you just you've been like, oh, do I need to see a therapist? Do I need to see somebody? Is somebody going to help me with this? My air just turned on, so that's also double confirmation that you've been constantly battling with this concept or this idea of like, do I need to see someone about my internal issues? Like the stuff that's going on in my head, like, do I need to talk to someone about it? The cards are saying that this is just a concept and an idea, and that with Venus here, a lot of this is going to get eased by this person, this older person, this teacher, this figure of knowledge. And I think this figure of knowledge, they use wisdom in such a way that it's slanted. It's not necessarily direct facts. So don't expect direct facts. Don't expect this person to say things that are written out of a book. They're not written out of a textbook. They're not written out of, the encyclopedia. This person's going to be using facts and information from their own life and their own life experience to guide you and teach you. You wouldn't want it any other way is what I'm seeing. You would want someone to use stuff from their own life and their own judgment and their own life experience. This is someone who has lived a full, long life, and they have a lot of experience in the realms of intellectual learning, intellectual stimulation, intellectual ability. With Two of Swords, this is an inevitable connection. You are destined to work with this person. It's a partnership. And even if it doesn't manifest into a partnership, this person's ideas are going to make an inevitable impact on your life and your fame and your success. With Venus here, this is an attraction. This could be love. This could be something that is also not necessarily a partner, but a crush. This could be a crush. Let's pull some more cards. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, I really feel with this Four of Pentacles here, this person is going to help you be more reserved in the long run. I think you guys are maybe more extroverted, or you're maybe more open with your personalities. And I think coming up soon in the near future, you're taking a more mysterious approach. You're taking a more reserved, mysterious approach to life. This is actually helping you save money, literally withholding your thoughts, withholding your ideas, withholding your parts of your personality is creating mystery and intrigue. It's drawing admirers to you like flies is what I'm hearing. Drawing admirers to you like flies to honey. And it's interesting because I see this as a big proponent of your fame. And it's all because you've healed your inner world. So you feel like you no longer have to constantly engage with the outer world. It's like the outer world starts coming to you because this person has cleared up all this inner space, inner anxiety. Let's get a astro card. We have the 6th house. I really feel like this whole aspect, right? Like this whole process is going to affect your daily work totally. And with sustainability here, I feel like this is something that is durable for the long haul. It is this feeling of durability, strength, durability, something that's going to last for the long haul. Let's see what else we have here. We have the 8 of Cups. The other thing too is you guys feel like you might have to leave something behind, or in your far past, you felt like you left something behind that was very significant. I'm feeling a person. Hold on, let me roll the astro dice. For some of you, you left behind a specific Libra person, so someone born in late September, early October. For others of you, you left behind an Aquarius person, someone born late January, early February. And for others of you, you left behind a Taurus person, someone born late April, early May. This is interesting because I feel like you left behind this person to move on to greener pastures. This person was holding you back as far as your popularity was concerned. No judgment, but I feel like this person was someone who you got along with okay, is kind of what it feels like. But this person, it felt like, was a burden in some ways because they almost didn't want you to have friends, is what I'm seeing. They didn't want you to be successful. They didn't want you to have friends. But this person also contributed a lot to your mental stability. And you guys have been wondering, like, should you have left this person? Should you have left them? Should you have really, how do I put this? Like, should you have left them? Should you have left them? I'm seeing it was a good thing to leave them. You don't know that it was yet. I'm seeing that you will eventually learn that it was a good move, and your angels and guides are applauding you for doing so because you are meant to be famous and recognized, and it was a good move to do so. Let's see what else we have here. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. I see you guys in the future. Your ultimate future goal is to have a romantic partner. I see your ultimate future goal, besides just fame and recognition, is to have a romantic partner, someone who brings you the light of truth in their love. So I feel like this is someone who brings you true love, true potential, in love. And I think this is something you guys dream about quite often. You guys might dream about being rescued as well. Like you might have a situation in your life, a problem in your life, something like that. And you dream about being rescued. You dream about someone coming in, saving the day, rescuing you from your situation. This is something in the future that you guys, how do I put it? You really hope for and stuff like that. Now, I want to pull one more card to see how this will play out, or what's the realism behind this, because this is in reverse representing what you hope for in a partner. Doesn't necessarily represent what you'll get, or on the flip side, your mind might change by the time you get to this future. You might want something entirely different, right? You might right now want a white knight. You might want someone who jumps in and saves the day. You might right now want someone who's ultra super romantic, but sometimes our priorities in life change. Eventually we might want someone who's a little more practical, or a little more, sexually stimulating, but is more of a friendship vibe, whatever the case may be. So I want to pull an astro card to get what we have here. And we have Chiron, heal. This is really interesting because I see a partner coming in for you in the future that has a healing energy. Someone who has a healing energy, and I'm looking at this snake that has this, what's it called? They're partly in shadow and they're partly in light, and they have thorns in their body. And there's just it almost reminds me of like a compass and direction and stuff. There's also a staff here and everything. But Chiron is the wounded healer. I do feel like, as far as like the archetype of Chiron, your relationships could have had this wounded component. So for example, this friend that you left had this aspect of healing to them, where they were burdened in some way and you had to leave them because they were sick or they were burdened. And you're looking for someone healthy and fully healed, but that's not going to happen until you've fully healed yourself. I do see that this master, or this person, this authority figure, this King of Swords energy, that is going to help you heal a lot through a lot of these anxieties, is going to give you that feeling of truth. This person is sent to you by your angels. You have been praying or working with divine energies. I say angels, but I mean any deity, any demigod, any kind of spiritual entity that you work with. I do want to start saying on this channel higher powers, higher beings, because I know a lot of people who watch tarot now. There's a lot of people who believe in God that are getting into tarot. There's a lot of people, that believe in the universe that are getting into more like religious texts and stuff like that. I know it's like a big crossover in today's society. Like, I know there's more blending of the two, and I know there's also still some stigma and some whatever back and forth between different groups and stuff like that, and we all deserve to have our own beliefs and what we believe in, and that should all be respected. So I'm just going to say higher powers, because for the most part we all have, it's always some kind of higher power that is the entity that we're working with, whatever it is. So you guys have been working with your higher energy, your higher power in this specific instance, and this is what's being sent to you by that higher force. This kind of entity, this higher force, is working through this person to show you the truth. And this is going to help heal you, but ultimately you guys are on a healing journey to heal yourself, and this is continuous throughout your life. So, for example, you might achieve fame, you might achieve recognition, which I see is coming in the near future for you. This is something coming in the near future. It's an inevitability. This is the message that you need to hear now about the next project or the thing that's on your mind currently. But just a little side note as far as this relationship goes, when you manifest that perfect partner, it's going to be after you've fully healed and integrated your own wounds. That's when this perfect partner is going to come into the picture, right? And it's not necessarily going to be your ideal of a perfect partner, but it's going to be the perfect partner for you that you want to have after the healing has taken place. Now, a few numbers to remember. We have 44, which adds up to 8, and we have 28, which adds up to 10. So I'm getting 8 and 0, which is 80. 80 could be a pivotal year for you for understanding your entire life, for looking back and seeing all the hard work that you've done and all your healing that you've done. I also see with the Knight of Cups here, you might want to, your idea is to find a relationship in your younger days. You might want a relationship in your early 20s, your early 30s, something like that. And I'm not seeing any indication otherwise that it'll happen later, but you can speed this up by getting the healing work done sooner. Now, like I mentioned, you've been thinking and going back and forth with wanting a therapist. I do see that you have a very solo healing journey with you. Obviously, if you really want a therapist and you feel like you need one, always seek professional help. That is what the therapists are there for. They have a job for a reason. People who are in therapy do what they do, and that's like me as a tarot reader. I wouldn't want anyone to poo-poo my job. I predict the future, I predict future trends, I help people self-reflect, stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to poo-poo on a therapist because they have a specific role to play in our society and they have a specific job to do. And if you need to seek a therapist and you want to work with one, that's your, like, you can have the go ahead. I am seeing a solo healing journey though, and I am seeing working with therapists could work for the time being, but I do feel like this is very deep inner work that is coming for you. It does feel like a transformation within the self and following your own path, your own compass, as far as like the direction you need to head in. As far as what I'm saying. But like I said, I am not a professional. So if you need to see a therapist, you really feel like that's the path for you, definitely take that journey, right? So 44, we have that boiling down to an 8. That's abundance with a sustainability. So it's not just fame, it's abundance. It's an abundance in fame. Also with Chiron here, with the 28, it's boiling down to 10. I see this as a final conclusion. This means that in this lifetime, you're going to make that final transformation of healing. Is what I am seeing. Let me get another card from my particular deck that I invented when I was a child. So let's see. Okay, this card wants to come out. We have create. It's time to create, make anew. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me put it a little up here, closer up here. We're going to cover your friend over there, the King of Swords friend that you have coming in. Okay, so create. It's time to create, make anew. There is something coming in that it's time to get creative. The universe wants you to get creative. They want you to paint. They want you to make music. The air turned off when I said paint. So specifically painting could be something that the universe really wants you to do. This symbol that I made here is, there's no mistake. It looks like a forge. First of all, it's a table, right? It's a table that has shelter over it. So there is a feeling here that you are protected in whatever you're creating. It's like the universe is giving you a little alcove to create whatever you need to, and you're protected in this period of time to create what you need to create. The universe is saying creativity could be a way to unlock all of this stuff. As soon as you get this information from this person that eases your anxieties, like creativity could be something that you're working with now in the current future. What am I trying to say? In the upcoming future, the current, like, I'm not trying to say current future. Hold on, guys. I'll get my thoughts in a second. Yeah, like the future that's in like a week or two from now. Like create is feeling like a very present, focused kind of energy. Near future, that's the word I'm looking for. Near future. Let's pull this card up right here. I see you guys are worried about Five of Pentacles energy, like health and stuff like that. Creativity could actually help your health at this time. Like being creative could help with health difficulties or feeling isolated, something along those lines. Creativity could be help you feel cooler in warm climates is what I'm hearing as well. Overall, guys, I'm going to end your reading here. One last thing, I want to quickly look at some planets involved that I'm seeing right off the bat. We have the Sun, Mercury, and Saturn. These could be energies you're currently working with these anxieties. You know, there could be some kind of thing going on with Mercury and Saturn. I got the Six of Swords again, so I'm going to put that up there with double confirmation with the previous Six of Swords. When Mercury and Saturn are coming together and it's doing something with the Sun or with your birthday, something like that, maybe with like the natal sun or something like that, that might be a time where you're doing a lot of inner work, where you're being your own therapist, where you're walking yourself through your own problems. Any time that Mercury and Saturn make some kind of aspect, that might be a time when you're doing a lot of this healing stuff. Especially if, you know, Saturn or Mercury rules your 7th house or your 5th house for that matter, anything with your relationships, your sexuality, anything like that. Anyway, I loved reading for you guys today. I'm glad I got to deliver this message to you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching, and I'll check you later. Bye.